Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to tell about the blade Yinhe J-1. It's one-ply blade that's made of the whole wood piece. And there are pads on the handle. It's 10 mm wide. If you think it's not normal, for my play with pips in rubber, it is very good and maybe better than any other blade I tried. Such thick whole wood construction is for the great good of playing abilities, but it weighs more than average blade, 100 grams or more. To my mind, it suits hand and feels much better than blades 6 mm thick. I say it because get used to 6 mm blade. J1 is much more comfortable for me. I've played it for 2 weeks and the feeling are the same. The same with a month. I sometimes compare it with my previous blade, and J1 is more pleasant and comfortable due to its thickness. I think it's the thickness that provides control. Now I'm going to compare J1 with my off-minus blade, which I consider to be the most qualitative and well-playing. It's not hard, flexible and consists of only wood layers. J1 is said to be all-round minus. It's slow, almost like defensive blade. When I replaced my off-minus with J1, two opponents at very first tournament said the balls from me were fast. So J1 has attacking speed, not all-round minus, even actively attacking, and it's not all the surprises. Sometimes the speed is lower than expected as for attacking blade. It differs from multi-layer blades we get used to. In attacking, the blade is fast. In passive blocks against not fast ball or in push, the blade is slower. At first it's unusual and even strange. I've already tried J1 about 5 years ago, but without the rubbers, and my impressions was the same. In other words, in light moves the ball is shorter. There seems to be physical peculiarities of one-ply blade. The wood is ordinary and often used in other blades. The blade is soft. It seems to spring. The wood seems to press into a ball like a rubber. And then expands, adding a ball additional energy. Believe me, it's not a hallucination. It's just interesting features of a wood. The blade seems to acquire flexibility in heavy attack. Softness also provides other effects. I have very hard rubber. Yinhe big deeper speed. On J1 it feels much softer. Long time ago I tried a hard rubber with 1.5 mm sponge on J1. It felt the same as rubber with 1 and 8 mm on other 5-layer blade. As if J1 made the sponge to feel thicker. It's quite an unusual effect. I saw it only on this blade. In addition, J1 holds a ball longer. As a result, it probably spins more powerful. I might say it's the blade for no-spin game, that it spins less, but it spins heavier. It's greater in no-spin game, so J1 has such a surprising effects. Top spins are great with it. I am shocked after the most qualitative wooden 5-layer of minus. Top spin is more powerful, has more spins. So again, top spins are great with J1. No spin game is good either. It's more comfortable to play no spin hits. The same with a block, but I'm not sure it's easier to control. It reacts powerfully to incoming spin. It allows to return the ball better, but at the same time makes it more difficult to return incoming ball. Top spins differ greatly, so I'd rather say blocks are more pleasant. And it has wider range of options. Speaking of outcome spinning and the length of trajectory, as well as blocks, Pushes have more options. Return and the serves are better. You may open with topspin, which make it easy to hit the table. You may spin topspin heavier or add spin on a side push. But again, it reacts to incoming spinning more. It may make return more difficult. And as for other serves, I noticed that opponents began to direct balls in the net. Underspin became more powerful, but I found a minus. Serve is longer. The rubber grips heavier and pushes a ball forward harder. It's rather peculiarity you should get used to. Let's conclude. As you may understand, the blade is marvelous. The wood is ordinary, but whole and well treated piece of wood may affect playing abilities. And it costs less than $35. You may ask, if it's so good, why doesn't everyone play with it? I think very few knows about its playability, and there is a critical to some players minus: the weight of a blade. The average weight of a Tekken blade is about 85 grams, sometimes 90 grams. J-1 weighs 100 grams or more. If you got used to your blade and it was made heavier with 15 grams, you probably would fail. Additional 15 grams is sometimes too much for a blade. To play with the blade comfortably, I had to take down medium pips with 1 and 2 mm sponge and put on long pipsoids to compensate the difference in the weight. If you prefer heavy blades and light rubbers, J-1 may suit you. I played with pips in Yinhe Big Dipper Spin, so the blade shunned me. I think both attacking pips and long pipsoids will be great on it. I can't speak about long pips with a sponge as I've not tried. You may buy the blade by the link below.